is not eyes that reveal another's true nature. It is the heart.
It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to live that way.
I know just what you mean.
It is not eyes that reveal another's true nature. It is the heart.
I've heard those
The
mages.
man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable venture.
They seem to think it's at least a dozen, but I'm sure they're exaggerating. They're probably trying to scare us into
party.
giving them
I
more
never miss
money
one
and
if I can help
influence,
it.
so they can save us from the dragon's
I
threat.
hope you're enjoying yourself.
Elenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it.
The hospitality of the Thalmor Embassy is at your service.
Trust me, there's no place better to forge relationships with the movers and shakers of Skyrim. Oh yes, quite. So many important people from all across Skyrim. I am the steward of Whiterun. I serve Jarl Balgruuf in Dragon's Reach. Truth be told, I'd be more comfortable if I were back there. I get nervous in the company of so many worthies. Don't let me...
There may be nothing to it, but I've heard that the feud between the Greymanes and the Battleborns and Whiterun...
I hope you're enjoying yourself, man.
Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted...
It's only a matter
so
of time
seen
before your whole rotten
before,
empire
and I know
collapses of its own decay. No offense.
Why would anyone join the Stormcloaks? They have a fraction of the Empire's wealth and power. I've known her long enough to appreciate her excellent taste in food and wine. And also long enough to respect her importance to Skyrim. She plays a vital role in rooting out the forbidden worship of Talos. As far as I'm concerned, those Talos worshippers get what they deserve. All they do is cause problems for me and the other Jarls. Yes, I know what you mean. Most Nords struggle to accept change. Those who fought the Thalmor in the Great War still see an enemy. But that war is over, and a new day has dawned. Besides, the Thalmor reward their friends richly. Anyone who doesn't take advantage of that is a stubborn fool. Until later, then.
I'm so glad you could attend today. The hospitality of the Thalmor Embassy is at your service. Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors. Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war. As long as the Empire continues to uphold its treaty obligations, my government does not concern itself with the internal politics of Skyrim.
I've had some news from elsewhere in Skyrim. What have you heard?
Do enjoy
It's
yourself.
news. If I had my way, Skyrim is out to prove that he's the equal of Yorlin, and none of it dealing with the common rabble. Comparison, if you ask me. After all, Yorlin works the Skyforge. How is any smith going to compete with that?
See that disgusting drunk over there? A high-ranking official in the East Empire Company, believe it or not. To maintain relationships. By the way, I don't know who you are, but unless you want me to blow your cover, I'd advise that you avoid me for the rest of the party.
I agree with you. Have you heard any
We have a
news from the other
relationship
parts
of mutual respect. I care little about the politics and rivalries between the Thalmor and the Empire. But I do respect power, and the Thalmor have that. They leave me alone, and I leave them alone. Until next time.
One thing everyone can agree on. This war is bad for business. The East Empire Company has interests all across Tamriel, inside and outside the Empire's borders. We try not to get involved in politics. However, as the head of the company, it's my job to make sure we maintain good relationships with prospective partners and investors.
I'm not sure that it's
A delicate question, to be sure. I'm the Emperor's cousin, and the Empire has little love for the Thalmor. On the other hand, the Thalmor have considerable funds and are looking to expand their shipping. I haven't signed any deals yet, but I'm sure my cousin would want a cut if I do. What better way to soothe his wounded pride? Come and visit me in Solitude sometime.
I heard...
Why would anyone join the Stormcloaks? They
At
have a
least
fraction of the
Ulfric's men are
Empire's
willing to
wealth.
fight for their principles, barbaric as they
I know
may
just
be.
what you mean. Heard anything interesting lately?
There are those in
Any
the
news or
Empire who would
gossip?
wish to evade their obligations
Well,
to
there
help
might
root out the
be
Talos
nothing.
heresy.
But I've heard...
Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors, as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Thalmor. Until next time. It's only a matter of time before your whole rotten empire collapses of its own decay. No offense.
I heard Elenwen say she's going to open a bottle of her
There is
best
peace
wine
now,
wine later.
and that peace will continue for as long as it suits our needs. But make no mistake, this is not a peace forged out of necessity between rival nations of equal strength. It is more like the calm between storms. And the next storm, I think, will be far deadlier than the last.
Maybe he thought it would bolster
I hope you're enjoying yourself.
It is not
I
eyes
heard
that
Elenwen
reveal
say
another's
she's going
true
to open a
nature.
bottle of her
It
best
is the
fire
heart.
and wine later. I can hardly wait.
Fair faces and fine food are well and good,
Have you heard
but
any
honesty is
interesting
rarely so pleasing.
Have you visited Rorikstead lately? No
There
matter
are
how
words
harsh the
spoken and
winter,
words
the crops that
unspoken.
grow there never
Beware
fail.
these Thalmor, for
Even
they
when
are
every
adept
other
in
farm
both
the horde is
languages.
barely scraping by,
For this
the
reason, I
harvest at
avoid them when I
Rorikstead is
can.
always bountiful. Is it good fortune?
May
The blessings of
wisdom
the
light your
divines?
path.
Who
At
knows?
least Ulfric's men are willing to fight for their principles, barbaric as they may be.
I came here hoping to learn that more Imperial reinforcements were on their way to Skyrim, but so far, I've been disappointed. Well enough, I suppose.
Soldiers all
Elenwen
fighting the
puts a
war.
great deal of
There's
effort
nobody
into
to
these
hunt down the
parties,
bandits.
and it shows.
Travelers become
I
dangerous.
just wonder what her real motivations
I
are.
couldn't have said it better
That woman is
myself.
inscrutable.
It's been some time since I've had news
For
from
now,
elsewhere in
perhaps.
Skyrim.
But I've heard disturbing rumors that they're marshaling their
Now
strength.
that I think on it,
I suspect the treaty that ended the war was just a tactic to buy time so the Thalmor can rebuild their armies. I hope I'm wrong. I'm not sure the Empire can afford another war.
Some say the ship suffered damage.
Good speaking
to her
with
hull
you.
when she struck an iceberg, and Captain Sophia can't afford the repairs. Of course, she would
The
never
ruler
admit
is
such a
entitled to
thing.
luxury.
Captain Sophia
don't
is
you
far
think?
too proud a woman.
The Thalmor understand that.
Have you tried the wine? It's better than anything in the Blue Palace. Very much so, yes. Elenwen's parties are always so elegant. She really has impeccable taste. My only regret is that she doesn't host them more often.
You speak truly. Have you
It
heard
was a
any
pleasure.
interesting
Thank you.
This one needs something?
The Argonians have been banned from living inside the walls of Windhelm.
If I had my way, I'd spend all my time at parties like this, and none of it dealing with the common rabble. Until later, then.
Elenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it.
These stormcloaks are nothing
You must
more
be
than
new to
armed
Skyrim, or you'd
mobs.
already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. Not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, serving girl! What's your name, dear?
Ah, Brayla, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my dear. And believe me, I don't say that to everyone. I'm very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Ah, thank you, sir. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Don't go far.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Is my staff seeing to your needs?
I have no complaints.
Excellent. I'll leave you to it then.
You want something from me?
Are the dragons
Need something?
as much as the frightening mine?
We've had the same troubles.
These are troubling times indeed.
What can I get for you? What can I get for you, ma'am? Here you go, ma'am. The finest... Is there anything else I can get for you? Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? You must be new around here. Bad manners to ask such a direct question at one of Elenwen's little soirees. But I have nothing to hide. I'm in from the south on business. And if you want to do business in Tamriel these days, well, you'd better get used to cozying up to the Thalmor, like it or not. Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Your wish is my command, as long as it doesn't involve much physical activity. I seem to be having trouble staying on my feet at the moment.
Who does that? Who just leaves their garbage lying about?
Take advantage of the fine food and drink. Such things have been scarce since the war began.
Please, help yourself to more wine.
I came here hoping to learn that more Imperial reinforcements were on their way to Skyrim, but so far, I've been disappointed.
I hope you're enjoying yourself.
I find these parties such a dreadful bore.
None of these people cares a whit about the religious aspects of this war. Another sign of the degeneracy
I
of this
trust
empire.
that this is just the beginning of a long and mutually beneficial relationship. I'm so glad you could attend today. Do enjoy yourself.
One thing
It is
everyone
not
can
eyes
agree
that
on.
reveal
This
another's
war
true
is bad
nature.
for
My friend, a A toast to a beautiful friendship. Of course! I would do anything for you, my one and truest friend. What do you need from me? Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork. Attention, everyone! Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
Let's go. Let's go.
I propose
Before anyone
a
notices
toast
us.
to Elenwen, our mistress.
What are you
I speak
doing?
figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively, of course.
Let me do the talking.